gives your team. Renegade not ready. Snakebite in position. A second player will fly in. And Royal2 just taking full advantage of it. There's a triple. And some main stage energy for you. You love to see it. Royal2, he came to play.
Claytron luckily gets the melee kill. That allows Bubu to get that kill, and then Dubu stuffs it. Bow. Only one more kill needed. Bubu and Claytron come out on top in game number 3.
He's just not stopping with the kills. He's got, whoa, what? I think he took a little bit too long to figure that one out because Royal2, he was not hesitating.
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause.
Kill.
Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Don't pause. Press play.
You're watching LouisVTitan's Money Tuesday.
Don't pause. Press.
Produced by LouisVTitan. LouisVTitan's Money Tuesday starts now.
What you got to say?
What is going on, everybody? Sorry about the wait, but when you want to do things right, they take a little bit of time. And speaking of doing things right, we are here for Money Tuesday, and it's going to be the undercard that we have coming up next. It's going to be KingJay and Royal2 going up against the brothers Bubu, Dubu, and Claytron. I'm not going to do this alone, and this is my desk for this match. We got Tools, and we got Why Not. Tools, let me know your thoughts on this match right off the bat.
This is one that could easily go to 5. Very good players. I think some people aren't too familiar with Claytron, and right, that's the big thing, the X factor of this match. Bubu and Claytron, brothers. Claytron coming into the scene right now, going up against some established players in Royal2 rings and KingJay. That being said, when it comes to twos, there's not very many that have as much experience as Bubu, Dubu, and Claytron right now in Halo Infinite. They've been grinding the 2v2 circuit, especially just making some waves, especially Claytron. I mean, when it comes to just raw individual talent, these two have it all. Expect to see an awesome match. And, if I was going to give an edge, I'm giving it to Bubu, Dubu, and Claytron, surprisingly, because they've been grinding the 2v2 scene. Now, I know Royal2 and KingJay are more than capable. I think they're going to push this to 5. But when it comes down to shove, you can't cheat the grind. And while the twos, they've been absolutely putting in the effort and the work to take a victory here today.
You love to hear it. The brothers probably coming out on top if I had to decide. But Tony, I want to hear your thoughts on this match.
Everybody knows I'm a huge fan of Bubu Dubu, and you're talking of Claytron is right. I mean, he definitely is the future. He's definitely going to be involved in Halo esports for quite some time. The way he's been able to break onto the scene has been incredible. But are we just gonna ignore the fact that KingJay has also exploded onto the scene here in Halo Infinite? Are we gonna ignore the fact that Royal2 has been a part of one of the most dominant dynasties in history? I mean, there's no way that my heart is going to let me go against Royal2 and KingJay. This is a duo that can win every single individual gunfight. You're talking about Royal2 as one of the hardest kills, one of the best long-range shots, and then KingJay, who can get ultra aggressive, get right into the face of his opponents, and make them as uncomfortable as possible. Give me Royal2 and KingJay all day.
Alrighty, and then of course this is gonna be our Money Twos format. It is a little different than what most people may expect. We'll let our casters break down the series layout, but what we do want to talk about is there are a couple GAs that we do in Money Tuesday, and that is the Heatwave, Bulldog, Sword, Mangler, Dynamo Grenades. You cannot pick them up. Those are gentlemen's agreements, gamers agreements, whatever you want to call it. Just don't pick it up. If it happens, we'll let the competitors work out how exactly we're gonna handle it, and usually it gets squashed right away. Usually, like, someone throws a dynamo by accident. Sometimes someone will just give up their life for free, and we'll call it even after that. But please, we think that the game, as far as 2v2 goes, runs a little bit better with these items not being used. Tools, why do you think that is?
It's just when in 2v2s there's less randomness, right? And adding the Mangler, adding the Heatwave, they just make it so strong, right? There's no team shot to take you down. it's one-on-ones a lot of the time, and it just becomes too much in the game. You're going to see a lot of BR fights. Obviously, the pistol and commando rifle making a huge impact in these games, and obviously the creme de la creme when we get to the live fires and when we get to the recharge, the snipers come into play, right? And that's when it gets really exciting. We want to put a lot of the focus on the precision skill of these players, right? Being able to pick up the sniper rifle, pick up the shock rifle, and put those to work. We want to reward that style of gameplay. Now, we were talking to the competitors beforehand and seeing how they were thinking about the GAs, and Dubu brought up a great point. He said, hey, the game sound in this game is absolutely bonkers. Let's GA the game sound as well, play headset off. Now, they're not going to do that, but it just shows you that every little advantage in 2v2s are so big for your team. And, hey, sometimes you got to play it with the headset off. I know with me wearing these LucidSound headphones, I'd be hearing everything on the map. So, I might have to set these things down and be able to hear, because, these things, I can hear perfectly with my LucidSounds on, and should pair that with a PowerA controller and some paddles, man. You're primed to win a championship.
You're doing it right indeed. Speaking of doing it right, this is our typical rotation that we have. We only play 3 maps in Money Tuesday, and we start things off on Aquarius. We feel like it's one of the most balanced maps for 2v2 play. And then, of course, we move things on to Recharge. Recharge, one of everybody's favorite map here in Halo Infinite. It's got a shock rifle. It's got a couple other goodies. Remember, don't pick up that sword or the mangler. And then, of course, we also play on Live Fire here on Money Tuesday. That's going to do it for our quick little pre-show for this undercard event. Reminder, KingJay versus Royal2, and then Bubu, Dubu, and Claytron just on the other side. We're going to kick it off to Active and Shyway. Guys, how we doing?
Oh boy, Alex, we've got a great match ahead of us today. Bubu and Claytron, no strangers to the LVT Money Tuesday. They've gotten second in 2 of them, and when they don't play together, guess what? They get third and fourth. Claytron playing with Gunplexion, Bubu playing with Falcated. So obviously playing together is what makes them place higher. Can they beat the likes of KingJay and Royal2 though? 2 of the best shots in the league. These guys don't miss. When you got 2 players that don't miss, you're gonna go down.
Right, and I think what you're trying to say with the Bubu Claytron thing is, like, regardless of whether or not they're playing together, they're repeat offenders. They're always tuning into these Money Tuesdays. We get to see plenty of them, and we know they're grinding. So no doubt there's going to be some chemistry. There's going to be, of course, they're brothers, too. They got to be working well together. But Royal2 and KingJay, for me, is one big wild card, one big question mark. Active. We know how talented Royal2 is. We know KingJay is hot on the come-up. What does that mean in this matchup?
Absolutely, but here we go. We're getting into game number 1. And of course, game number 1 being Aquarius. You've got to pay attention to that camo. Bubu Dubu, the camo mastermind. He's going to utilize that to create a gap in the kills here. First to 25 is going to take the victory. Do KingJay and Royal2 have what it takes? The camo being the fight for the first play.
And that first play, so damn important. Active. Who gets that opening kill is going to open up space on the map to get the camo to do the damage. You see the overextension for Bubu Dubu early on here. Well, look at what's coming out on the map already, by the way. The Pulse Carbine. We've seen multiple GAs in the weapons here, but the Pulse Carbine, the weapons that are still in game become that much more crucial. So 2 dead early on. Royal2, KingJay with a dominant opening.
That Pulse Carbine coupled with the drop weapon combo can be very deadly. It's got a skill gap, and we're going to see that utilized here very quickly. You're on board, of course, with Royal2, and look at the shots in the nade cleaning up the kill.
Now, a little birdie told me that the predictions were leaning towards Bubu and Clay Active, but just off the way this has started, things looking pretty dominant. Of course, we're still very early on, but 4-0 to start this one off as KingJay picks up another. Bubu, or Royal2, will stay alive.
Just to give you guys a little bit of an insight, Nighty Night and Tony have a little bit of a side bet going on. Nighty Night does not think that Royal2 and KingJay can take a game, and Tony says, hey, you've got to put some respect on these guys' names, and look at this, they're starting off 4-0.
I'm not sure how you risk it against a world champion like Royal2, but, right, Nighty, he'll go ahead and take that risk. Bubu with a nice little pickup, though, right? The shot in the nade to do damage. We got Claytron as well up top mid. With the little openings, they can take space on the map, which is so huge for creating snowballs in 2v2.
On board with Claytron, playing slow here. He's got 2 players that have an angle on him. Bubu's going to help him out, drop KingJay to the bottom floor, and that's a great positioning to be in because that camo's coming up in 8 seconds, but it looks like we do have a 1v1 situation here. KingJay playing very slow, going to opt to get an angle on that camo. And Claytron on your screen trying to find KingJay, who's just playing very slow inside the base. This camo is up top, and there's going to be a 1v1 fight for it. Royal2 versus Claytron, who's got the better shot in this situation. Look at Claytron getting out of dodge. What a good play. Tries to help Bubu, but he goes down.
That opening info is so huge. You can see Clay, he was trying to take 2 fights at the same time, but because he couldn't quite act on both of them, he has to slip out. Now he's been found as well. About to be caught in a pinch here. Clay, if he can get a trade, if he can get a kill, that is absolutely massive. Now he's got a 1v1 opportunity here with a sneaky Royal2. Royal2 just going to have to back down. So Clay actually going massive to stay alive here. 2v1 opportunity. That it will not come through because Royal2, he's still finding ways to stay up to.
Yeah, that's what Royal2 does best, right? Taking those angles, but Bubu with a beautiful shot to take him out. Brings it to a 1v1 situation currently. Claytron sitting inside the base, gets Bubu a spawn on this side, and now both players, both teams on opposite sides of the map right now, and Claytron opting to go for that top center control. Very vital to this game. You see very focused is Claytron and the webcam there, and got him stuck on the fridge. They've got some good angles on him. KingJay's gonna pop up, take some damage, but Claytron doing a great job this game of staying alive, Alex.
A good awareness out of Claytron, just recognizing where his opponents are, his remaining health, and quickly repositioning. He gets a pickup on a kill onto Royal2 as well. He can get aggressive off of this. Gonna spot KingJay. Jay needs the kill. Can he get it? He can't quite hit the headshot there. He will drop. Royal2 does get the trade here. Bubu Dubu looking to collect Royal2 to hopefully get some sort of a snowball going. You can see they're still down by 3.
That last fight did look a little scrappy, but KingJay overall looking really solid here, starting off 5-2. Royal2 as well, trying to stay up top, but has to drop as his shields go down. Claytron gets a kill. That's going to open up the map just a bit, but the cleanup comes through with a trade. Now it's a 1v1, but look at the mastermind, the camo mastermind up top, getting camo with no contestation, and he's going to push through, but the thrust comes in, and Royal2's going to get the kill.
What was that about mastermind active Bubu? He thought he could get aggressive. Royal2 said, no way. He had a second game plan in mind, now 11-7, and I love his rotation. Look at what he's done. He's created a perimeter with KingJay, trapped them in the base. Just trying to get some info now. Does spot the rotation. Can he keep Bubu back here? See him just trying to pepper. KingJay's going to get aggressive. Tony had talked about this in his predictions. The long-range shot of Royal2 combined with the aggression of KingJay, and look at the results.
The results are clear, and because of that, Claytron going to try and escape dodge. He gets Bubu a spawn on that fridge side of the map. Claytron taking a little bit too much damage here, as well as the Bubu. These are going to be some easy cleanups, but unfortunately, KingJay is also weak, and Royal2 goes down to an incredible nade thrown by Claytron.
Clay with a stray nade across the map. He'll pick up a kill. Just trying to see if he can get a little more here. Flies up into KingJay here. Jay can't get it again. Is that the second fight? I think we've seen 1v1 with Clay and KingJay, and Clay just coming out on top here.
Claytron looking really solid right now, and he's got 0 assists, but you can see the teamwork is definitely there. Royal2 with a beautifully placed nade. He's going to back off and fade a little bit here, but they both have top P control. Looking for the spawns now.
Something we'll spot quite a bit, I think, in twos is just the consistent rotation around the map. If you're compromised, you rotate, you reset the situation, get the info again, and hopefully get first shot in a fight. You see the advantage of it as well. Bubu, he kept trying his hand, he kept trying to peek. And now he is out of the running, and Clay's in trouble too.
Great bait and switch there. Royal2 coming in to clean that one up. 9-5 to start. We talk a lot about Bubu Dubu being that camo king, but Royal2 is no stranger to camo as well, and he's going to pick that up, and with a great shot like his, he's going to go for those 100% kills. Claytron is his first target, gets him down to no shields, but KingJay goes down, so he's forced to back off. Never mind, he goes back in to clean it up.
Not like this, right? Royal2 always finds a way. In situations like that, when Bubu and Clay have an advantage, it's a 2v1, they need to make sure to stay alive. And because they didn't, look at the opportunity that Royal2 has. KingJay is right behind him. He can bait and switch with him. Expect to see that come in. KingJay looking for a pinch opposite side base. This is going to give Royal2 a chance to get back in the fight as well. Jay going to get aggressive. Bubu does take it. Can he get a trade here? Where did he go? No, not like this. Active, did I spot a blank melee there to save Royal2's life?
It might just have been, but Royal2 is going to take that, and he's going to take anything he can get in this 2v2 game. His commando is just insane. Look at him go. Bubu just gets melted right there.
The worry here is if you let Royal2 get too confident, what happens next, right? The type of momentum this man will gain if he just starts hitting shots like he is. 22-12 to start our series here, Active.
22-12, and why not be casting, aka Tony's already posting his cash app inside of the Discord. He's saying, just give me my money, 90.
Oh my
24
God.
kills, only one remaining for Royal2 and KingJay. And let me tell you something, on Aquarius, these two are looking solid. The confidence comes out, and there's the Snaketacular. KingJay and Royal2 gonna win game number 1.
KingJay and Royal2 had that locked down, Active. Coming into the game, we said they were a bit of a question mark, bit of a wild card, mainly because we haven't seen them play together. We know they know each other well. They get along. Obviously, they got to have some chemistry, but Bubu and Clay, all their stats are up in the public. We get to see the fact that they've been competing in Money Tuesday, you know, time and time again. Unfortunately, despite that experience, it looks like KingJay and Royal2 were just on one in that game 1. And, you know, we talked about the snowball effect, the momentum, how important it is in 2v2. It just seemed like Royal2 and KingJay were in control of the pace of the game.
We talked a lot about Claytron's shot right there. 60% accuracy on 3,000 damage. He's playing well, but maybe Aquarius is one of the weak maps here. I mean, we've still got live fire. We've still got recharge coming up. We'll have to see if they can bounce back. This is a best of 5 in our undercard, by the way, if you're just joining us. At the bottom center of your screen, you will see that you can contribute to the prize pool right now. If you type exclamation mark sponsored quest, you can contribute 50 cents by just following a couple channels, and up to $2, I believe, for free. And that'll be great for these players as you can support them. Just a couple of follows of your own.
What an awesome incentive to not only the players, but just, you know, for more content like this. I think, you know, LVT always finding a way to put on something special for us. High level 2s at this level, and then, you know, raising the stakes as well puts a little more pressure, I think, on these players to perform their best. Right now, Royal2, no stranger to pressure, though. That's clear. We get to see him thrust into the action there multiple times, Active. Just the way he's closing distance, just wild.
The man on the left side of your screen right there, serious face, but also an incredible commando. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he's one of the best in the league with that commando. It is a very difficult weapon to use. It did get tweaked in the last patch, but still, it's hard to hit those shots consistently when the kick is so strong. But he's able to pace his shots perfectly and melt the opponent. It's got a faster kill time than that BR. So utilizing that and utilizing the sandbox is what makes him an incredible player. He's just good at everything in terms of accuracy. This man can shoot every weapon in the game.
I think that's really the biggest thing is we listed off a few different GAs, and, you know, while it might be unfortunate that some weapons are not featured in 2v2, the ones that still are become that much more impactful. Royal2, he's already been controlling him. Expect that to continue, but we got to see something out of Bubu and Clay here, Active. They got to pick it up.
Here we go, game number 2 on Recharge. It's a 2v2 for Money Tuesday. We've got Claytron and Dubu down 1-0 in this series at the moment. Can they come back in this game? It's going to go off a lot of what they can do in terms of this camo and in terms of this shock rifle. We're starting off on board with Bubu.
If anyone can regain, it's Dubu. Let's see him start strong here. Early nade in. He's getting very aggressive at the kickoff, and he does get a kill for it. KingJay now center map. He's weak. He picked up the kill onto Clay, though. Trade came in, and KingJay back with the challenge in a camo as well.
It's crazy because we're all surprised when the camo, when your camo, you know, dissipates and goes into camo form. Even we can't see it as spectators, and he came out flying to clean up that kill. Now, KingJay with a shock rifle and camo combo. Can he make something happen and widen the score? But Claytron with a great trade.
Great trade. Anything you can do to ensure a kill, getting the sticky there, puts the shock down on the floor, and Bubu, if he stays alive, maybe he can get to that shock rifle. You can see a grapple down as well. He will collect it. Gives him a chance to skate out of here if he needs to. So Dubu, an opportunity to put on a play.
Gets one.
Close.
Not going to be able to clean it up, though. Claytron is there, but not in position. Bubu's going to re-evaluate his positioning here. Here's the beatdown. Claytron gets one. This is their time to pressure in now. Royal2 is going to be weak. Can he get the cleanup kill? Royal2 shots are so good, but Bubu's are better.
You gotta love the respect out of Bubu Dubu. Despite being up shots in that fight, he doesn't go for it all. He backs up, he uses the cover to his advantage, and ensures he hits that headshot without, getting turned on. Royal2, if anybody is gonna turn on you in a gunfight, it's Royal2. You can see Bubu with that perfect placement as well. He's anticipating a rotation. Royal2 knows that he might be anticipating it, right? There's some mind games here at play in 2v2. You don't want to overextend without info, because look what happens.
What a beautiful job. They get the angle on him. 2 players, but Bubu ends up staying alive somehow. Royal2 wants blood, and he gets it with a nade. Beautiful job by Royal2 to clean that up. That's going to solidify this camo right off the bat. Claytron is off spawn on that elevator side, but it's not going to be quick enough. KingJay is going to grab this camo, and now he's going to make a move, but he's got to wait for the teammate behind him. That's Royal2, who's got to get in position first.
And Royal2 very quick to support him from C-Plat. You can see him now rotate over to Control so they can push together if they need to. Likely going to be communicating this push here as well. Claytron back elevator, Bubu with him. Can they force a trade in this situation? They need to find the burst. Damage already in. Royal2 going to get aggressive. KingJay just bobbing and weaving, making it so tough for Clay to come out with anything in this exchange. It's plays like this that start the snowball active.
Yeah, they were stuck on elevator. They were not able to move from there, and just a perfectly played situation. Claytron wasn't able to clean up the kill onto Royal2, and because of that, Royal2 was able to get his shields back, and they had a 2v1. Those are the 2v1s that, like you said, are going to win games and create this gap. 8-4 so far. Royal2 playing on that ledge. Bubu does get a kill, though. Royal2 was weak. So now KingJay's got to kind of play his life. And look at him cutting the angle on the opposing player and just taking that 1v1 with Claytron. But Claytron's shot's too good. He's got to back off.
Yep. Thankfully for KingJay, he knows he's far enough out of the action that Bubu Clay don't want to risk it on the commitment. Of course, Royal2 now spawned up. Now a presence on the map. I like this rotation out of Bubu. Get out of this. Get close to Clay. Clay in a fight with KingJay right now. He backed down, but he died. Bubu needs to go. Huge. Ooh. There's the headshot on the KingJay. Can he snap on a second? Royal2 will take him instead. If you don't hit your headshot, Royal2 will take advantage.
I was going to say the same thing, Alex. That weapon right there, the shock rifle, is the game changer, right? Yep. That weapon can literally change everything. It's only a 3-kill game right now. KingJay and Royal2 do lead the series 1-0, but this is a very important game and some very important shots out of Claytron to take out KingJay.
There's the quick moves out of Clay. You love to see just the use of the crouch and the strafe, make himself tough to shoot. Well, not missing a bullet. Royal2 looking for him, though. Clay still moving and grooving here. But Royal2 with the shutdown. Trust this man to have a steady shot, and look at what he's gained for it. Can Bubu do anything to it? He can't quite get involved here.
Spawn on the C-plat. Very intelligent move by Royal2 to back off. KingJay unfortunately going to get taken out there, but Royal2 does have this camo to work with. We'll see what he's able to do with it. Again, the commando in his hands. We talked about this last game, but beautiful job by KingJay. Another kill by him as well. He wipes the both of them.
Great communication there with Royal2 and KingJay. Despite the beautiful shots at Bubu to kill Royal2, KingJay was ready for that cross. That was a coordinated play on the Claytron to kill him. Because of it, they still are up in slays. My God. KingJay will take another. There goes Clay. Bubu going to look to get aggressive here. King ready for it. There's another. Pat in the stats at this point. He's 10-5.
KingJay looking so good right now. Looked shaky in the first game, but pulled it together. The trade. Royal2 does have this shock rifle. We were able to witness at KC the game-changing shock rifle in his hands on that play on Formal. Can he make some highlight plays for us? Make a highlight reel for us, Royal2, right now. No emotion on his face. Claytron comes in. That's going to be a mistake. He takes out one, and he's playing his life perfectly. Bubu and KingJay are in a 1v1 right now, but I believe they're going to reposition here. Bubu is all the way on that tower side, so a 2v2 now is what's going to happen.
Don't let this man check you, is what you're saying. Active, absolutely. Basically. Close quarters, long range. It doesn't matter where you are. You are not safe if you're in his sight line. All while he sits here, KingJay is going to look for info. Just, poke and prod. Try to rotate around. They're feeling each other out, right? They need that info. Whoever gets that first shot advantage so massive in these fights, you can press that advantage. Against Royal2, though, you got to be careful. Camo coming up. Okay.
Oh, there it is. The opening play. He's going in, though. Bubu's got some nades on him. They're going to have to back him off. KingJay grapples in. Wait a minute, that 2v2. KingJay stays alive as well. Can he get a cleanup on the Bubu?
He's finally
going to get it. Yeah, what? The reversal. Beautiful shot by Royal2. Incredible job with that shock rifle.
The awareness out of Royal2, right? He's keeping the spawn time in the back of his head. He knows Clay is spawning in long haul, so he checks it. And then, of course, the man just freaking follows through. Deadly as hell. Bubu, Clay now spawning together in elevator. Just watch your face when you come out the door. Oh, what a stick out of Bubu. My God, that was beautiful. But is it too late?
It looks to be, but there's another kill. It's going to bring it to 9. 3 kills needed for KingJay and Royal2 to close this out at the moment. Royal2 gets another. Make that 2, and the cross shot. Look at that. That's definitely Royal2. You don't even know if that's Royal2, but you can just assume. The shots are so good. What did I tell you? Royal2. Beautiful job. Clean up with the disruptor.
Yeah, not my favorite weapon to die to, but Royal2, he's just going to make you feel the shame at this point. 24 and 13. 90, I cannot believe you bet against these guys at this rate. So much confidence coming into game two, and they'll close it in confidence as well with a 25 to 13 finish. What is happening, Active? Do we even have a chance at a comeback here?
I don't think so. These guys look so solid together, and it's honestly a surprise to me. I didn't think that this would be just this. There would be such a large skill gap here.
Yep.
It just doesn't make sense to me because Claytron and Bubu, they've been here before. I mean, they were one game away from taking a tournament from Bound and Renegade, one of the best 2v2 duos in the game. And they're coming against KingJay and Royal2, and they're not able to make anything happen here.
Definitely not. There's a lot of coordination and chemistry here with Jay and Royal2. We saw it in multiple occasions. Like Royal2, he was camoed up top A. You're thinking like maybe it's risky that he shoots Clay down below because he's alone. He might get killed. He did get killed, but he timed that with KingJay's spawn opposite map on Attic, and KingJay got involved, got the cross, and still got the trades they needed. So there's a lot of timing, coordination in on this. Like Royal2 getting the kill on top control. Bubu tries to get out, and then the grapple play that comes in from KingJay, who's so ready to get aggressive with that timing off the opening. And if you're not playing like that, you're not keeping up. You're not setting the pace of the game. Right now, Bubu and Clay, they are not setting the pace. They're reacting.
Absolutely. 100% well said. Reacting is what you can't do in 2v2s. We've seen it out of so many. Pyretic and Evolving are one big example for me. They control the pace of the game, the entire series, and that's what's won them tournaments. I think a comeback is definitely a potential here. But Bubu and Claytron down 0-2 in a best of 5 against KingJay and Royal2, showing that they have what it takes. And here we go, starting on live fire.
Bubu and Clay, now is your time to regain. Do it for the fans. Do it for the viewers. Do it for us. Let's see something big. Or die trying, right? KingJay, he is relentless at this point. Oh my God.
KingJay had a 64% accuracy last game. Absolutely not missing whatsoever.
Oh!
Royal2, and that's gonna be a problem. He's a problem with a shock rifle. He's a problem with a snipe. He's a problem with the dang BR. What does this guy not play well with? What is he bad with?
Have you ever seen his thumb shake in his life? Like, does he shake? Does he, you know what I mean? Like, he de-scoped them. It didn't matter. He stayed so damn still. KingJay now gonna get aggressive here. Bubu can play from the back, and honestly, Royal2 can play from the back, and you start to wonder how much he needs to with the plays Jay is making as well.
5-0 so far. Bubu and Claytron need to make something happen here, but it's not going to be like that. Claytron running in to Royal2 sniper. He misses one onto Bubu, but going to back off to safety here. KingJay watching over his shoulder as a good twos partner should. He makes the jump up top. Now he's got top tower control. This could be very vital if they want to close out this series right here. Bubu's going to peek. His shoulder's going to get taken out, but he's not going to go down.
Yeah, it's risky, but they do want to sort of bait out a couple rounds from this snipe or try to kill him with it. Shot goes in, though. Royal2 knows not to challenge. He'll change lanes. Claytron down bottom, mid, but it doesn't matter. Now KingJay's coming in with the collapse as well. Bubu, can he take a trade in this situation? Look at the jump he's using. He's trying to get in the spot in the hallway. I don't think they know he's there. He managed to get out through Rat Tunnel. He's now grouped up with Claytron. That might be a double team they need. KingJay now dead, but Royal2 doesn't care. There's one. Bubu, do you even dare challenge this?
That's the thing. They need to have confidence here, but how do you have confidence against someone you never win a 1v1 against? The OS is coming up. He grabs it, back pockets it now. Gonna make a repulsor play up top, and now they're pinched. This is a Bubu and Claytron sandwich, but unfortunately Royal2 doesn't need the bread. He's gonna take them both on his own. No cleanups yet, but Bubu drops down. Killing spree, and Royal2 gets out with the repulsor.
There's no way he's living. He's got 2 players in front. No, he hits it back. Oh, okay. He's just going for style. He knows I'm watching at this point. He's trying to hit skill jumps backwards. He's got the repulsor to work with to just annoy them. I can't believe he's still alive here, Active.
Something he's so good at. He's the anchor player. He's the player that can shoot across the map. He's just an overall accuracy genius, but also so difficult to kill in the map. That sniper's coming up in 9 seconds. KingJay gets a kill onto Claytron. That means it's a 2v1 against Dubu, who is challenging with some stickies, but fortunately enough for him, he's going to be able to stay alive a little longer. 11-2 is the start of this game, Alex.
Bubu and Clay, they will continue to try to evade them. They just need to kill Royal2, right? He's 5-0, by the way. He has not died. The only way to get some sort of advances, some sort of momentum on your side is to find the man and kill him. But Royal2 on the hunt. There goes Bubu as well, 2 dead. Once again, a 13-2 scoreline in Game 3 in a best-of-5 here, Active. This might be over soon. It's been a pleasure, brother.
Oh, man. You like to see games go to best-of-5s, but
do.
Unfortunately enough for us, we don't look like we're going to see that here. But honestly, Alex, I really do want to see these guys on a main card in the next Money Tuesday. They have what it takes to compete with the best of them, in my opinion. That overshield going to be coming up in about 5 seconds here. Royal2 gets another kill onto Bubu, and that's something we've seen so often. The individual fights are consistently being won, and Claytron, he's going to try to make a move on this OS. But look at Royal2 staying alive, and he gets the kill. But I don't know, he's going to get cleaned up. Royal2's nade ends up cleaning him up there, so it's up to Royal2 to get that 1v1.
Bubu with the kill on R2, that's massive. That's going to give him the OS. They are down by a huge deficit here, but it's not impossible. Where did the snipe go, though, is my question, right? KingJay, I think he had it. I'm not sure if somehow they collected it again. The only chance, I think, at a turn of the tides here is just to get a sniper. Right now, you can see Claytron as well, not with a single kill here, too. You'd like to see him find some ground.
And it was the opposite last game. Claytron finally gets his first kill with a snipe. That's huge.
Yep.
Last game, Claytron had a really good amount of kills, but unfortunately, when you're facing against KingJay, he gets the kill there, but he ends up getting taken out. Finally, Bubu's got this sniper to work with, but it's a 10-kill deficit right now for these two. This is an insurmountable comeback that they need to accomplish, and I don't think it's going to happen with Royal2 as laser-focused as he is. And Claytron finally going to clean up one. He repulses himself off the map. Oh my gosh, if that didn't check you, I don't know what will.
That's not... Oh, you can see KingJay laughing at it, too. Clay with a smile on his face. That was clearly not intended. I mean, the snipe's off the map, I guess, at the same time, but you could tell Bubu, he had the idea in his mind. It just didn't quite execute as planned.
That is unfortunate, especially being down this much. That is not an event that you want to happen. This drop wall, we've talked about it before. It was buffed. But Royal2 and KingJay don't really need it, to be honest. They're just frying.
Starting to wonder if they buffed the repulsor, too.
Right?
It's sending flying.
Some shots go into Royal2. Claytron going to try to clean it up, but unfortunately, look at the positioning. They're just always in a situation where it's a 2v1, now KingJay cleans up Claytron, and Bubu is running with his tail between his legs. That sniper is up as well, and that there doesn't look like to be any way Bubu and Claytron can get control of that. It looks like KingJay is set up and watching the spawn onto Claytron. He's going to get him weak, open up the map, and take the sniper from him.
6-minute mark in the game is the worst time to die. Active, everything spawns at that timer. And now we're seeing the results of it. Bubu, he can't do too much except repulse him away. I like that attempt. This time, hopefully, he stays on the map with it. He hits that snipe. Clay now one shot. Bubu's still going for it.
Oh.
But where's your face at? Clay's already picked it up. Jay's picked it up. He's looking for Clay. Will he be the next victim? Of course. I mean, at this point, they're just too good. Active.
Going for style points with the shot there, but not going to hit it. Bubu's going to get that kill, and still an 11-kill game right now. KingJay and Royal2 only need 4. And Bubu and Claytron, they've got to make it very difficult to get kills here, but when you're doing that, Royal2 just going to clean you up. Claytron gets 2, though. Starting to show some life on the scoreboard. But is this enough to give them control to potentially give them this game?
2 shots in snipe. 1 repulsor. It's something. It's just not much to work with. They need to hit every shot, play perfectly. They've got high ground. They've got a nice setup to get things going. Then how does Royal2 and KingJay counter it? You can see them playing outside here. Look to move together. They respect the situation, even though they have such a lead. They know that if they give a little opening, Clay and Bubu will take it the whole way.
This aggression, though, I don't think it's going to pay off. Well, it does this time. Royal2 was not in a position there, but wow, this is the opportunity to take that 2v1. But when Royal2's hitting nades like that, what can you do? Both players' shields are down to 0. Royal2 taking a 2v1 situation and turning it on its head. That's exactly what you love to see out of a great player like him, who just, by the way, won Kansas City.
He did. Can he win this fight? Expert level baiting and switching we were seeing out of Clay and Bubu, but somehow Royal2, he slipped in. He got what mattered most. That's 23. Now Bubu, no choice but to back off to get out of this fight. Did he back off far enough, though? Royal2 on the hunt.
OS gonna make any fight
nice.
an easy one, but Claytron, beautiful use of the plasma pistol there. Brings it 15 to 23. You can't have any trades here. We talk about this often in 2v2s. It's very important to just play your life. They have control of the pace of the game. They have tower. If they can just get a couple kills with no deaths here, we have a game on our hands.
I mean, it does still look rough, but this is the closest they've come to beating them at this point. So, I mean, use that energy, regain, try to find something here. You got to just play so carefully off every single situation. You can see Bubu just finding the immediate moment to back out. There's the trade that KingJay and Royal2 needed, though. Bubu now alone. It's a 1v1. They'll respect it for now, but Snipe about to spawn, and Bubu can't let that go away for free. Oh, my.
Oh, tries. KingJay has the chance to close out the game right now. 1 kill needed. Close out the game and the series as well.
Playing a dangerous game here.
He wants to go for something spicy. You see it. There's
no, he's crazy.
up top, and he gets it. I used to play Duck Hunt too, and KingJay is obviously great at that game. That's going to be it. KingJay and Royal2 are going to win the best of 5, 3-0. I want to see these guys in a main card.
KingJay says, we hit those, right? I guess Bubu kind of, he knew what was up. He knew that one was over. He'll send himself up in the air, and like you said, duck hunt. Here it is. Score. A perfect shot, too. Both Jay and Bubu lighting up. Or sorry, and Royal2 lighting things up in the series. I think you said it, Active. We need to see more of these two.
Yeah, they worked so well together. I mean, they had so many situations where they're able to debate and switch so perfectly, and that's just a science in and of itself, and you gotta love to see it. Absolute domination.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to see Recharge again, but unfortunately, that's how it goes when you have the champion like Royal2 on your team. And KingJay, by the way, qualifying for that Pro Series. We'll have to see. Alex Shock, Aperture, and Precision is who he'll be playing with. He left BBG and obviously thought that he had a better chance with these guys. I can't wait to see his future. This guy is phenomenal. Of course, Royal2, wow. Not much to be said about him. Look at that, 61% accuracy on KingJay.
I mean, little opportunities like these, you want to take them and really show up in the spotlight, because it's all the little things that you do to raise your value, raise your worth, and get more opportunities in some of those big teams. And like you said, I think for KingJay specifically, the sky's the limit. Looks like he is, kind of rocketing his way to some of these bigger rosters. So can't wait to see where he goes. Of course, Bubu Dubu already found his footing on some big teams, and then Clay as well. It's unfortunate the results kind of went the way they did, but we know in the right situations when these boys are on, they're on. They make some big plays. Just today wasn't the day. Today was all about Royal2 and KingJay.
Yeah, I'm not sure too much what happened with Bubu and Claytron. I will say that, like I said before, they're definitely a very solid duo. They took, they were 1 game away from taking a tournament from Renegade and Bound, who are known to be the best 2v2 team in general, period. We'll see a little bit of Bound later on, but not going to be with Renegade. He'll be against Renegade in the main card. I definitely want to hear more from our analyst desk. I'm going to send it over to Brennan, Tony, and Garrett and see what they have to say about that last match.
That was something right there. That was a dominant win.
That was intense. No doubt in my mind that Royal2 and KingJay were gonna come with. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. I was totally going for the brothers, man, and I can't lie. I'm in shock. I'm kind of speechless right now. Tools?
I am speechless. I'm speechless, man. I don't know what to do. I've been sitting with these Lucid A headsets on and my PowerA controller in my hand, and I've just been thinking, like, how did this happen? How did they get just absolutely obliterated like that? And yeah, I'm just gonna say, I think KingJay and Royal2 just making a statement saying, hey, we're not undercard material. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for a main event sometime soon, and
Right.
I think it's gonna have to happen, man. That was just so the nail was hit when he repulsed himself off the map. You know what I'm saying? When that happened, bro, I was dying, and I was like, hey, you know what? Respect. That's a typical performance from Royal2 and KingJay.
For sure. We're gonna run through some of these highlights, but let's be real, right? It's literally gonna be the Royal2 show. Tony, why do you think there was such a dominating performance today?
There was some out there that thought that Royal2 and KingJay wouldn't win a single game. Not gonna point out any names. You know who you are. To me, it comes out about that ice. It comes in with that pure shot. And when I saw Royal2, I'm like, okay, top 5 Slayer in any Halo, especially Halo Infinite. This man doesn't miss a shot, but then KingJay can match that energy. One thing that makes KingJay so dominant is the fact of how aggressive he can get, and the fact that he's right there. He wins almost every single one of his individual gunfights. So at that point, it was up to Royal2 and KingJay to simply isolate their gunfights, make sure that they had some kind of coordination, and for them to just challenge. That's exactly what you saw. I mean, was it the perfect twos game that we want to see? Maybe not. But as far as when it comes to pure talent and pulling off those ISO plays, they were looking like Kobe Bryant in their prime.
No doubt, indeed. And Tools, let me know your thoughts, man.
I'm a little disappointed by Bubu and Claytron this time. I had really high expectations for them. I thought they had an opportunity here to really make some waves, and they just weren't quite able to get in sync, and that's disappointing, right? Because I think they had larger expectations for themselves. You know, they played against Bound and Renegade and taken them the distance before. You know, they're not unfamiliar to playing some high level twos, but obviously Royal2 and KingJay, I mean, hats off to them. You can't really praise them enough. They played essentially flawless. They took advantages wherever they found them. They had just some of the best shots, and I think that's what really made the difference, right? When you're playing in the open brackets and you're playing against some teams that have the up and coming players compared to these established players, they don't miss, and you can't take advantages and players missing, and especially a player like Royal2, man. He doesn't miss often, and you're not going to find those advantages on the map because he's just so damn good.
No doubt. We definitely saw a very dominating win right now out of Royal2 KingJay. We're trying to set up an interview with them right now. So if you give us just a few seconds, we're going to make sure that we got everything plugged in correctly, make sure it's all good to go, and then we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, as promised, we are ready with that interview. I'm going to throw things over to Shyway and Active. Active, you're here with KingJay and Royal2. Let's see how they're doing.
Here we are, guys, with the winners of the LVT 2v2 undercard. Now, I've got to ask you, Royal2, I'm going to start with you. We had the 2v2 undercard, of course, but what did you think about the LSS? Was it a fun time? Did you guys have fun competing in that?
Yeah, I had a blast. I mean, I played in matchmaking a lot, so I kind of knew what to expect, but I've never played that many pro players in one lobby, so it got pretty sweaty, but I loved it, actually.
What about you, KingJay? I know you didn't have the performance you wanted, but what would you think about the LSS? Do you want to see it come back in the future?
Well, first of all, I think 6 wasn't too bad, all right?
Yeah.
I think 6 was all right. Yeah, no, LSS was super fun. I had a blast in it. I'll definitely play another one of those.
Jay, I'm digging the vibe on your setup, by the way, man. You chilling out there, eh? Is this can you play with the lights on, or does it has to be this way?
I get this question a million times on my stream. When I play with lights on, I get headaches. It's annoying.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, so I just play in the pitch dark, unfortunately.
Interesting, because if you're in pitch dark, your screen is going to be bright as hell. So wouldn't that...
Oh, it's ruining my eyesight.
Like, what? So, okay, fair enough. I mean, you're cracked. Clearly, you guys pulled off some plays. We talked about it a few times. Nighty kind of slept on you. I think a big part of the reason why is because we don't get to see you guys play together. We know you know each other well, but do you grind together in any kind of 2v2 format? Was there any practice going into this? Royal2, I'll start with you.
No. The last time we actually played in the Xbox Fan Fest a couple months ago. That was the last time we played 2v2. But I mean, we've known each other for like almost 10 years, and we play 2v2s in like Counter-Strike and stuff. So we have like a little bit of chemistry, but not so much in Halo. But it's there. I can see it.
Okay.
Now, KingJay, I got to ask you. You just qualified for the Pro Series. You left BBG, right? You got these new guys with you. You guys qualified. How are you feeling about your new team? I mean, you've got like an endless potential here. You're new to the scene, at least to us, and you're performing really well. So, like, what do you say about your new teammates, and how do they kind of gel with you?
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think we're the greatest pickup team of all time. So.
Oh, I love that.
Nah,
so
it's
something
fun
to look out
playing
for
with those guys. It's a fun change of pace playing with those guys and the people I was playing with before. I actually have a little bit of fun now when I play, so it's great.
Definitely. Guys, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us. You guys did phenomenal. We need to see you on a main card honestly. Very soon, okay? Undercard's not good enough.
Put us on anytime.
The performance was good enough for the main card.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. We're going to send it back to the desk here.
Alrighty, you love to hear it. These guys are confident, and yeah, I'm definitely feeling that for some sort of a main card. We'll see how things pan out tonight, but ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We got Renegade and Lucid coming up on the other side. Bound and Stellar. This match is going to be an amazing match, but I'm going to leave you with a quick note from one of our sponsors. This is, of course, PowerA. Shout out to LucidSound as well, and we'll be right back.